is on my side today. I rolled a nat 20.
Looks like Aaron's playing.
So,
congratulations.
Hi everybody.
Hello.
We're live.
Hello.
Welcome. If you
says hi.
are, I doubt anyone's like immediately joining us. But if for some reason you're waiting, apologies. At least it's not a complete hour this time.
Yeah.
So
we're getting better.
We're getting better. We're getting there. We'll eventually get there. If you are watching, you'll notice that there is a new person at the table. So, this is Aaron, Aaron.
See, in our cast, if your character dies, you die to us. So we have replaced Joffrey with this youth that we just found on the internet.
One with hair, by the way.
With hair, yeah.
And I'll be honest, I regret nothing about this trade.
Poor, and Joffrey's probably watching. Joffrey, if you are watching, I still love you, buddy.
We're kidding, Joffrey. I love you to death, and I miss you dearly.
So, hopefully we will, hopefully we'll have Joffrey come back and visit us soon, maybe.
Joffrey, come back. You can blame it all on Brandon in particular.
That's right.
Yeah, blame it on Brandon.
Exactly. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead. I think everyone's pretty much rolled for prayer. If you haven't, go ahead and roll.
That's already decided. I got the natural 20.
Oh, that's right. You did.
It's probably best that you sanctify yourself.
That's fair. Yeah.
That's my only good roll tonight, too, I bet you.
It's possible, without a doubt. All right. So, with that, Aaron, if you don't mind, as our guest, feel free to lead us in prayer.
All right. Dear God, please bless this group and cleanse their minds. And forgive Brandon for killing Better Duck. We will always hold this grudge.
Lord.
And make sure you keep us all, give us all good luck tonight, please. In your name we pray, amen.
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 So, welcome.
We're only joking, Brandon, I swear.
I
we do not blame you for Better.
I know.
But we have to give you a little bit of crap about it because who else are we going to?
It's fine.
And apparently every week.
Every week.
No, we'll eventually forgive him.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually.
Maybe.
A year from the rain.
You know, I give it about 3 weeks.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think it'll go longer, honestly. This is a grudgeful bunch, I can tell.
I give it 3 weeks.
Who?
Right? So
that would require me to remember something.
That's fair. So just a couple things. We are actually 2 weeks out from Thanksgiving.
Woo!
So, regular session the next week, the 17th. Usually meet on Thursday nights. That is Thanksgiving. Obviously, I'm not going to be like, everyone has to be here. So if we want to do it a different night that week, let me know. And we can certainly figure something out with that. I don't know that I have any other announcements to make at this time. So we will get into tonight's session of the Holy Rollers.
Aww.
Right. So, where we last left off, the group has finally finished their hopping around the tunnels below Stormbreak. Muriel has used her Shape Earth ability to close off the caverns, and the group made their way back to, I think, the last we were at the tavern. There was a bit of a conversation had about maybe some mama drama.
Hold on a second. I need to throw a wisdom something.
Okay.
Hold on a minute.
She's throwing a wisdom.
And your kimono.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta do the kimono too.
Yeah, I'm currently in my gorgeous red one.
Nice.
Because I'm fire resistant now.
Are you? Okay, cool.
Check too.
Huh?
What'd you say, Kyle?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, who said that?
I think that was
Oh,
Dennis.
jeez. Hi, Dennis. Sorry. Say it again, darling.
That's okay. I'm here. Don't you think Terrence should maybe do a wisdom check over that conversation as well?
Probably so. So we'll see how that goes.
I'm curious to see what he rolls.
You rolled an 11, sir. So
Do they piece it together?
I don't know
Yep.
that you really pieced together, other than the fact
Okay.
of.
What about my 16?
So what are we checking here?
Basically to see if we like put 2 and 2 together.
Okay. So I would say with the 16, I think you've probably got maybe a fairly decent idea that at least Terrence does have knowledge of who your parents are.
Ugh.
I don't know that I don't know that either of you really click kind of that deeper, maybe some of that deeper meaning behind it, that there might be a little bit more to it than just at face value.
I'm probably not going to ask Terrence about it because my parents are dead to me, so I don't even want to know.
Well, there you go.
All I
So
know
there's
is
that.
Terrence and Mara are dense.
Yeah.
We had the 2 brainy smurfs in the campaign decide they had paternity questions and then roll whiz saves for it. And what did we expect?
Yep.
What did we expect?
Yep. Exactly.
Meanwhile, Raja and Muriel are just with their cups, just going like,
I'm like, are you gonna tell them, or should I? Or should we just wait to let them figure this out?
just wait.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Whatever.
Just
More entertaining.
it is, honestly. I'm enjoying
So no
this.
one's going to say anything.
Yeah. No.
Not I.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Can't work
jeez.
better duck when you need them.
Right.
Yeah, Better Duck would have been like, "Hey."
Completely. Yeah.
We're siblings.
Watch Better Duck roll a nat 20 on that.
Right. Oh, that's
All right,
so great.
So we have officially checked out the armor once, where Terrence had learned that it was paladin armor with runes on it.
Yeah, correct.
So my next question is, since it's paladin armor, does Terrence have any understanding of any more than other than it's paladin armor? Is there any chance he would recognize it from a certain sect? Is there any chance that he would have any other knowledge over it other than that?
Well, let's make a investigation check and see if you would. So
Okay.
with a 13, you don't recognize the particular group of paladins that it comes from. The runes are fairly common, kind of just within, I guess, the paladin hood, if you will.
Okay.
You're able to decipher that this particular paladin that you guys faced off against, and actually both of them, are Oathbreakers, who basically were yeah, that's really what you can get from it, is they definitely Oathbreakers. Some of the runes in there indicate that they might have at some point had some type of transaction with Kardec, and that probably led to them maybe gaining some powers that they might not have otherwise had, or at least some weapons that they might not have had access to otherwise.
Okay.
I don't want to
That
sound morbid, but if they're Oathbreakers, we are lucky to be alive, all of us.
Pretty
We're
much,
lucky.
yeah. They must have been low-level Oathbreakers.
Yeah, they were just. Anyway. Terrence, is that all you wanted to do with that? I believe you said you were going to ask one of us to investigate it from an arcane level.
Yeah, I wanted to know if the armor has any magical capabilities, since it's got runes on it. What that means, is it magical? Is it cursed? Anything like that. So I'm going to ask Albus and Muriel if either of them are able to do any kind of magic check on them to see if there's anything special about them.
Okay, got it.
Well, you're lucky I packed the woo-woo spell, so I've got detect magic stocked.
Okay.
Albus, do you have anything better than that?
Well, I've studied magic. Look,
You're breaking up, sweetie.
that I said that I could take a look at it and if I recognize anything from my studies.
All right.
Okay.
So I will have Albus make an investigation check.
Hold on, I'm gonna fix my.
Yeah, you're fine.
fine.
I think Albus is having some technical difficulties, maybe.
Yes, I.
Yeah, some audio, video.
Alright. Looks like we lost Albus for just a second.
I feel like the evil villain with the cat.
Yes. Dr. Evil.
I just need the eye patch.
All will
I
bow
I
before
don't
me.
want to start with freaking lasers. Is that asking too much?
That's right. Alright, so while he's doing that, Muriel, are you casting Detect Magic?
Yes.
Okay.
And would you count that as a help action for Albus? It's a pretty costly one.
It's a pretty costly one, so yeah, I would say when he gets back, we'll let him do his investigation check with advantage. So with your Detect Magic, it outside of the runes that are carved into this armor, there is nothing magical about it.
Understood.
So it is just a steel. It's like heavy armor. But whatever these runes are, and he honestly really didn't even need you much there.
Same roll each time.
so with 2 24s,
Wow.
yeah, Albus does recognize these runes. They are very old. They definitely come from a deeper form of magic, a little bit of a darker magic. You can tell that the runes are. There's a few words of power in there that would have increased the innate ability of the person wearing it, and then the other ones are just scribblings of kind of the triumphs of Kardak Doomtooth. And how, just kind of how strong and how wise, how benevolent he was in his own mind.
Yes.
That's funny.
So
I'm going to tell everybody, look, on our way.
Well, we should try to sell it. Someone
Do we
could
really
melt it
want
down.
somebody-
No, I'm not suggesting that we sell it as is. We could have them melt it down.
This is true. We could go to a blacksmith and have them work it.
Do you know how much plate armor costs?
Yes, actually, I do.
We have two,
We both do.
and they're pretty bitchin' with their detailing.
Yeah.
I think we should at least try to offload them before we destroy them.
Okay. I can go with that, I think.
Okay. I actually need to make a trip to a blacksmith anyway, Brandon, as I discussed with you.
mm-hmm.
And I wanted to definitely search the rest of the town, see if there was an armor store or anything, or herb store, herbalism
Apothecary.
store. Yes,
Mhm.
there we go, apothecary.
I had to think about it. Brandon, are you there, darling?
I am. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Okay.
you.
Got it.
I
Got
tell
it. Got
you,
it.
we're just
Yeah.
plagued.
Yeah, so just kind of remind me as we go, kind of what you're looking for and what you're needing, and we could definitely knock it out. Discord dropped me for just a second, long enough for it to like mess with my screens, so I'm about to fix it kind of permanently. So bear with me. You guys continue doing what you do, and if you're watching on the stream, you're gonna get to see some really cool stuff really quickly.
Yeah,
So
I
are
was
we-
hoping. Go ahead.
Are we headed to the blacksmith? Is that what we're doing?
I could go by myself. I don't necessarily need you guys if you wanted to do other things. I feel like the island's more or less safe at this point.
Yeah.
That's probably a
Everybody-
fair assumption, honestly. Yeah, with the island. If there was
But
any
if not, it's only so big. I can always contact you with my mind.
right,
It's true.
because we all know how that works out.
The
Yeah.
question is, who are you contacting?
Well, I'll probably contact Terrence if I need some help, but I'm just going out to shop.
I was just thinking, the blacksmith would probably buy those short swords we have in our bag, plus that long sword that I pulled the curse off of, and that stuff. So maybe I will go with you just because I want to be able to sell that stuff and get rid of it.
Very well.
By the way,
Yeah.
sorry, I was going to ask, who's got the collar?
Me.
Oh.
I want it.
For what?
I want it because Raja's a little. Well, not Raja. Kyle is a little upset that he didn't use that collar in one of the drakes. Could have made a great companion for Raja. Possibly
really
mount.
Do you want an enslaved pet or do you want to tame it the traditional way? I would rather have an animal that would listen to me even without the collar.
I tend to be in agreement
That's
here.
where training comes in.
Yes, training
Sorry,
an
what-
enslaved creature. That sounds delightful.
What was
I
that,
will give you
Brandon?
This collar.
Nothing. I was
You made a
being
smart-
I was being a pigeon.
Made a smart aleck remark. He's basically implying he will kill you with your mount if you I would listen.
I said no such thing. I just want to point that out. Was not me.
I'm happy to give it back to you, but at some point I want it back so I can retool it. If you don't utilize it by that time, I would think it would serve us better as an anti-mage collar, not an anti.
So right
Oh,
now,
fine. You make a good point.
so right now, I'm gonna go with the assumption that the group is still what in the tavern, correct?
Yes, we're discussing our daily plans.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else from the dungeon that you found that we need to do before
Yeah,
we
the
move
freaking
on?
egg. Why don't you and I, Albus, let's go to our private rooms. Let's all pile into somebody's room. Oh, and get that egg out and take a look at it.
Sounds like a great plan.
Yeah, I'm curious about the egg.
Alright. So
I'll
as
cast
you're
magic on it again. Go ahead, I'm listening.
as you're making your way up to your room, make a perception check.
All of us?
Just those who are going to the room.
I will take my.
Go ahead.
I will take my passive perception check at 21.
Natural 20 with 21.
Nice.
Nice.
I rolled an 11.
Alright,
I don't
so
know.
14.
Terrence, you rolled a 20.
Oh, okay.
Dirty 20, but a 20 nonetheless.
Brandon
I'll
rolls
take it.
better.
Get it.
Yeah, Brandon rolls better for you than you do, Terrence.
I know.
That's fair. So
It's become a thing, Brandon.
yeah, exactly. So you kind of notice as you're walking up, you guys have made maybe some eye contact, maybe not, with a person that's been sitting in the bar. Hadn't said anything. He hadn't got up. He hasn't moved. Just very intent on watching you guys. And then as you go upstairs, at this point you definitely would have noticed him, especially with your rolls. Kind of a cloaked figure, kind of white hair coming out from underneath his robes. And
There's a creepy guy
Is
watching
he following us?
he is not following you up the stairs.
I turns around, looks at him, and says, "Hi, what's your name?"
Oh, jeez.
God.
I love it. So, Aaron, why don't you go ahead and explain what the group sees here?
Hello, intrepid adventurers. My name is Omeris Sunbell. My business is likely none of your concern, but did you notice anything unusual happen lately?
Unusual.
Define unusual.
A lot of stuff.
Unusual as in, say, how can I put this that young folk like you would understand?
How about just speak the truth?
Anything such as a burst of natural power, almost. Somewhat.
You mean
a
natural power?
I mean, like a change of nature. Anything like, say, animals acting different, things that would normally be peaceful acting more hostile, things like that sort.
Nope, not a clue.
Nothing like that. No.
I'm gonna detect thoughts, this little booger, because I am naturally suspicious now. I have cultivated a natural suspicion. Where do I have that? Yes.
And as she's doing that, Brandon, as a paladin, I get a divine sense. I'd like to roll for that.
And I get his surface thoughts as a freebie. But if I want to push deeper, he'll notice, and he'll have to make a whiz save.
All right. So, Aaron, give us
What are
your
you thinking?
Amaris. Yeah, let her know what you're thinking, and what are you casting, Terrence? I'm sorry.
Divine. I think it's divine sense, where I can cast whether or not somebody has ill intent, stuff like that. I can't look at it right now, but I did this.
Yeah, don't look at it right now. You're driving. I got this.
Okay, so
Please don't.
So, what my character's thinking?
Yes. Surface thoughts.
Surface thoughts. I could have sworn I sensed the change of nature happening at somewhere nearby. Something powerful is near. I just need to
Not anymore.
And still.
So I'm looking at you. What am I seeing? All short. Right here.
You are looking at a wood elf that's about 5'11", with white hair and fair skin.
Would we recognize that it's a wood elf, Brandon, or is this something that's only on this side, this particular continent? Would that be something we would typically know?
No, you would see them on. You would have seen them on Namar. It's a fairly common race of elf within the world.
Okay. Wanted to make sure. No metagaming.
No, it's fair. All right.
I'm satisfied he's not trying to kill us.
So with Terrence's divine sense, Terrence, you immediately know that he is not a celestial, he is not a fiend, he's not undead, nor do you detect any of that within 60 feet of you. He does. There's an aura about him that kind of glows in like a goldish color. Leaning you more towards he's of a good type of alignment.
Okay. So I'm gonna share with the group that from what I can tell, he's someone that we can talk to and probably be okay with. He has no ill intent.
Ara still is like not super keen on trusting this guy.
Would the death
Aaron.
would the death of some major creature be something you would detect? Does that fall under your scope?
Possibly yes, actually. But of
Well,
course-
buddy, we've got a story for you.
Oh, do tell.
Still got nothing.
If you don't mind, of course.
I'm thinking that maybe we need to get to our room and
We have-
do our story there.
Oh yes, we're not doing this in public.
Yeah.
Why don't you follow us,
Right.
and we'll get better acquainted.
That sounds quite fine to me.
Raj is going to walk closely behind. I'm sorry. What was your character's name again?
Ah, yes.
What is your name?
My name is Omeris Sunbell.
Oh, Maris. Terrence.
Isn't tight.
Such a fun name to say.
Omeris. That's
O.M.
O.M. Yes.
Omeris Sunbell.
Yes.
All right. Well, Omeris, I'm Mariel.
Hello there.
Ooh, that's a fun name to say.
Yes, young.
Parents, calm down. Don't wreck the car.
Yes, settle down.
Well, let's go up to the room. Obviously, we
Uh,
don't introduce the egg yet. I don't want to necessarily put him in on that immediately.
All right, so I would say for the sake of time, you guys have made your way to one of your rooms. Doesn't necessarily matter whose. You've had kind of retold the story of making your way through the dungeon underneath the tavern, or if you want to look at it that way, underneath almost the entire island. You've retold the story of the battle that claimed Betterduck, and you kind of explained a little bit of, here's what we found. At that point, yeah, I'll let you guys kind of pick it up from there.
Well, my condolences for your friend. And though a death like that, of a beast such as that, would have made massive impacts on the nature around. And yes, I did feel it as I did enter this fine small town, or city, or whatever you young folk call these nowadays. I'm talking something far bigger would have called this natural occurrence, a phenomenon, if you will. Now, I know I've been following it down this way, this sense of power, and I fear others may be searching for it as well. So, if you have any idea at all, anything that could possibly help, anything that could possibly be creating this much of a natural disturbance.
Would a black dragon coming into existence cause that?
Or its death.
Or its death?
Yes. Now, I
Oh.
don't. Tell me, do you know anything about dragons?
A bit.
Looks at the
Point.
dragonborn.
These partial dragon people, yes, I'm aware of their existence. I'm talking full-blooded dragons.
I look at Terrence.
Well, I've studied some about gold dragons, not a ton, but enough to know.
Oh, please.
Just a
We know you
little.
know. We know you know everything.
There are various reasons why a natural phenomenon that has been happening lately could have happened. And yes, one of the possibilities could be a dragon death, but if you've not seen or slain any dragons as of late.
As of yet.
Well, we did see one.
Hmm.
He flew.
Now,
Hey,
I
Being-
could have sworn the source of this energy came from either here or nearby, so it could possibly be elsewhere. Do
You
have anything
able
at
to
all that-
detect what kind of dragon it is that you're sensing?
I can assume only. I can only assume, and its alignment felt as if it was a good type that died, disturbing the natural flow.
well, we're looking for gold dragons.
A gold one
That's
would
off.
be, but unless you've seen the death of a gold dragon, I don't think that was the power, or found anything that could have determined one had died recently.
What would
Well-
cause a dragon to die naturally?
Naturally,
Are there
it's hard
some
to
parts of
determine.
its life processes that would cause it to die?
Naturally, it's only theorized, but if it had died somehow by, say, a foe attacking, been slain, naturally, though, they can live quite long indeed.
I could see
Now-
how attacking could be a natural death.
Okay. Young paladin.
He's literally just created the oldest character he could so he could dunk on his father. You
It's
realize that,
so
right?
great. I love it.
Okay, no, I didn't even make the character.
He did not. I did.
Oh, my character I wanted to make is gonna be introduce some.
How old is Amoris?
Is this a question you're asking him right now?
How old are you, Amaris?
I am 284. Quite a
Oh,
young
but a-
man.
But a
Wow.
child in your people time.
Yes, in my people's time, but a young adult.
See, so Albus isn't the oldest person here anymore.
Yes.
Hey, Albus, I think he's older than you.
Yes, young Albus. I am older.
I'm Terrence, by the way. You can stop calling me young paladin.
Pleasure to meet you, young Terrence.
Okay, we'll go with young Terrence. I gotta tell you, this is kind of out of character. This is kind of hard.
Out of character, he's like, yes, I'm a young man again.
And it's so great.
It's so beautiful. Oh, that's awesome.
Now back to this disturbance. Now, have you seen any signs that could lead to a possible demise of a dragon nearby?
I look at Raja and I glance down at the bag and with a questioning look, as if to say, should we? Should we bring him in on the egg?
Raja shakes his head.
Yeah.
Does not.
Before we continue,
I
Does not trust-
I tap my noggin and I kind of point in his direction and I give the thumbs up. And then I look at you again. As if to say, I checked his thoughts. He doesn't seem to mean us any immediate harm. And we could always
Wait,
take
let
that.
me see if Raja picks up on that.
That's a lot of hand motions for Raja. Well,
Right.
being a soldier, he's undoubtedly like schooled in the
point-
the SWAT
at this point, I'm
notion.
looking at you, kind of confused on what these hand motions are at this point.
Yeah,
Well-
you don't need to know. It's-
Yeah, tactical hand motions, yes, but a hand motion
Sign language.
resorting to mind reading or whatnot.
Oh,
Let-
screw it! I'll connect with you in your mind, and I'll say, I
Oh.
swear. Screw it! I'm gonna have a private conversation. Screw it. I plumbed his thoughts, or at least his surface ones. If he's hiding, he's doing a good job of it.
Raja's face jolts a little bit as he hears this random voice in his head, like, a little warning next time would be nice.
I gave you the warning. I gave you the. That's all you get.
All right, young dragonborn.
He's fine.
Okay.
Was one of those hand gestures?
He's a little-
single finger?
He's a little Tourette'y. Yes.
Yeah.
I see.
I don't know, this guy seems a little ignorant for his own good.
The Tourette's involves a sword. I would look out if I were you.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Fair question. Do you adventurers know what any signs could possibly be? Like, if you know anything about dragons, surely you know what signs of a dragon death could possibly mean or show.
Well, why don't you inform us? Because we seem to be the uneducated in this bunch.
In the occurrence of a death of a dragon, it could sometimes turn to stone. It will transfer its power to, say, an egg or some object, or its power will lie there at the corpse, waiting to be harvested by basically any mage could sense it.
In your head, Raja, it feels like I just smacked you on the shoulder.
Fine.
I did the Gibbs smack from NCIS. Bam! Right on the back of your
Give
mind.
slap.
Gibbs slap.
Tourette's again.
Yep. Tell me. Let's focus on the egg part.
The egg
So,
box,
yes, tell us more about these eggs.
What do you want to know about?
Oh, how could one unlock said power?
I myself am not too familiar on how to unlock the power, for I have no interest in the power of a dragon's egg.
How could we hatch one then?
Now, there are probably others in my circle who could give you that answer, but for now, I do not quite have the answers for you. However, I could probably lead you to those others of the circle, mayhaps, that would be better knowledged in this.
Very well.
As you know, I am still but a young man.
Give me but a moment to confer with my compatriots privately, and we'll be with you shortly. Would you mind waiting in the hall?
Of course.
All right. So with that, Omaris makes his way back in the hallway. The door closes behind him.
I'm not one to necessarily believe in divine intervention, friends, but I feel like this was meant to be. It's either way too convenient, or it's Terrence's Jehovah at work.
Oh, it's definitely Jehovah at work. There's no
Don't
doubt.
don't you guys think that you're being a little too trusting of this?
If you'd like me to,
Mara can't
Would
help
help.
but actually agree with Raja for once.
Ugh,
within his
I felt the
mind.
distaste in your mouth when you said that.
Terrence speaks up and says, "Look, when I reached out to Census, he's of a good people. He has no ill intent. He's not lying, or if he is, it's such a deep lie that he actually believes it. And
Which
and
is
he's
where I
not a
come in.
fiend or anything like that. So it's not that I trust him completely, but I think that in my heart, I feel like he might be our best chance."
I want to give it a shot. We have no other leads on finding a gold dragon other than this thing. I motioned down at the bag that the egg
But
is in.
why? I would like to know his why. Why is he out here searching this?
Well, I think we should go in there and ask, and if all else fails, I'll hit him with my Zone of Truth spell. He can't lie then.
And I'll detect
Oh.
thoughts to ensure he can't.
I guess worst case scenario, Mara and myself can just take him out if need be.
You get to do your sword Tourette's again.
Yeah, the next time you invade my mind, a little better warning.
Very well, and I sincerely apologize, but I did try.
The next time, I think you should give him a single finger warning.
Fine.
That way,
Which one?
whichever one.
Exactly.
Whichever one is appropriate at the time.
That's right.
Yes.
All right, so
You
we'll
have
get Omaris out of the hall again, and I guess tell us more about your order. Who are these people you...
It is a small, peaceful order. Resides in a forest far out. Now, due to the disturbances of nature, I've felt it, my order felt it, so they sent me out to go and see exactly what's going on. And hopefully make sure nothing terrible is done with said power.
I swallow reflexively. Just, So can you help us find a gold dragon? Because that actually happens to be something we want, we need.
If there is one about, I could possibly help, for I do know a fair deal about them, though not how to exactly get one to hatch, as I've explained before. Now,
That's fine.
if you have no other information, I best be going. I must find the source of power before some force of evil can find it.
Raja,
What?
you're just gonna let our best lead walk out of this place?
It's with Terrence.
Terrence!
All right. So Terrence reaches into the bag and pulls out the egg.
Are we still in the
Oh my
room?
Word.
We have this. We
Do you know
not
what this is? You don't know what this is, do you?
We do. It's a gold dragon egg. I could infer
Yes.
that from the shape and the color.
She
Guess I
knows.
belong in your order now.
My word. You are in terrible danger here. How long have you been here with this egg?
My dude, I
well-
hate to tell you, we're in danger all the time. It's part of
Yeah.
our charm.
We've had it overnight.
Who knows who could possibly be on their way here now, searching
Well,
for
consider
space
we've
power.
been keeping it in the bag of holding. It's a pocket dimension. I sincerely doubt they could track it even there, even if they wanted to.
And we
It
killed
definitely
it.
shouldn't
The egg
try 'em.
alone isn't the. It wouldn't draw their attention. The fact that a dragon died for this egg to exist would have grabbed the attention of any mage, wizard, or sorcerer.
Well, it was pretty well guarded before we came upon it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I can
remember
only
the
imagine
big
what that
tentacle
beholder
creature?
had planned with the dragon that resides in that egg.
What?
I can
Huh?
only imagine what the beholder had planned with the dragon that resides in that egg.
Well, he sought to usurp the ruler of a particular plane, whose
Yeah.
name I shall not mention. And I'm assuming he might have wanted to utilize either the power in the egg or the dragon itself under his command to do so. He would have definitely needed it, from what I understand of this foe he sought to take on.
I see. I see. Well then.
Can you
Well,
take
we'll
us
take
to a
care
gold?
of it.
You take us to a gold dragon or not?
If this egg exists, whatever gold dragon you've been seeking is likely dead.
We haven't been seeking a specific gold dragon. We're seeking a gold dragon. Any gold
Any.
dragon. One that
Any
will
dragon will
help.
do.
I will help where I can, but I can make no promise.
And neither can anyone else, so that works.
You're a better lead than we've had so far.
Yeah,
When
the
do-
last one we had said that, well, the dragons are over there. And couldn't tell us where. So you're closer.
I assume you're waiting on the ferry to the mainland, same as us?
Yes, I am.
Are you staying at this inn?
Honestly, I was just going to wait out in nature.
Right. So he's a camping type.
We are giving
Well,
you
that's lovely for you. I'm going to stay in a room. I also have things to do before this ferry shows up, so if you don't mind, we will reconvene on the boat.
All right.
You can probably find us here if you need to track us down, or I can just.
Understood, my friends. Now, I'll be heading off, and I will meet you at the boat.
All right.
He's
So
Zen.
Alright, so, conversations are had. Omeris gets up, leaves the room, leaves the rest of you to do what you do.
I still want to visit that blacksmith.
So at
And
this
Terrence is coming with me.
point, there's probably,
Going to-
I would probably say two good solid days before a ferry would show up. So we'll have Terrence and Muriel head to the
Go with them,
blacksmith.
buddy.
Albus
Go
is going
with
with
them.
him.
Looking for armor.
Yes. Actually, why don't you come with us, Albus, if you're looking for armor? I didn't even think about that. I apologize.
He'll definitely come with you. And then
Apothecary. Wonderful. So we
At this hour, my mouth doesn't work.
We merry crew embark on our shopping montage.
Cue cheesy 80 music.
Yes, a gold piece for you, and a gold piece for you, and a gold piece for you.
Shit, we'll all just go on this shopping trip, I guess.
Oh, fine. You never know what you might find.
Mhm.
With a group of adventurers on a shopping trip does not look odd.
Not at all. We're not an odd bunch in the slightest, are
Right.
we?
Yeah, no, not at all. Alright, so get the group going to the blacksmith, you make your way there. At this point
Full initiative.
we're what? Yeah, exactly. What are we attempting to sell?
I want to commission a blacksmith. I'm only shutting in because I feel like the commission work's going to take the longest. I want to hand a blacksmith the vial of better duck ash and produce 5 gold coins and say, can you mingle these ashes with these coins and produce enough gold to make 5 rings?
Okay. Alright, so
Or pendants. I'm not particular on the what.
so after the conversation you have, it is definitely something that he can get done. Unfortunately, though, from a timing standpoint, it's going to take him about a month to do it.
We will be passing back through eventually, I hope.
Well, there you go.
So,
in terms of like a monetary value, probably looking fairly close to about 100 gold, about 20 gold a piece for each ring.
I'll pay it now.
Okay. All right. So that is done.
So after that, Terrence wants to sell. I don't remember how many short swords were in the bag of holding from that we picked up.
Let me go look. Have you been putting things in there?
Yeah, I have. In the bag of holding, there should be short swords. None of us use them, so.
All right, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 daggers, a mace, a quarterstaff, and 2 short swords.
Okay, all of that. None of that was magical. We had just picked it up from actually the first set of cultists we killed, and then we asked him if he can melt down the paladin armor and reforge something else out of it, if it's worth anything to him to reforge something else out of it.
All right. So from the armor standpoint, after a quick examination of it, he doesn't see a value in smelting it down because there's nothing innately different about the armor as opposed to like what you would have on now, except for the runes.
Okay. So then we ask him, what will it cost for him to just melt it down?
At least remove the runes.
So for him to melt it down, are you looking for it to just be like turned into like heavy steel bars?
He can melt it down and do whatever he'd like with it. If he sees nothing of value from it, is there anything is there enough of it to make anything of value?
Maybe a small dagger. By the time you work out the imperfections, he could probably produce some type of dagger.
But if we sold it to him as whole paladin armor, a whole plate set, that's 1,500 gold.
Can we do that?
With the wear and tear of it, he offers you 900 for it.
I look at everybody and go, "Are we okay with that?"
Per set or total?
Total.
They just get rid of it.
That's fine.
I tell Muriel, I said, "Look, you're getting ready to spend $100 for the rings. Let's tell him 800, and he produces the rings. And
Fine.
You keep your 100 gold."
Yeah, perfect.
All right, so that's what we tell him. 800. She keeps her 100 gold. We tell him 800, and produce those rings and keep it here until we come back.
Thank you, Taryn.
Well, I think it's a worthwhile thing. So We'll split that up between, what is it, 5 of us?
Hmm.
800? That's, I don't know.
What
how
about
much.
what about all the weapons?
It's 160 gold apiece.
Okay.
But what
All the
about
weapons are included in that 800,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep,
Or a
correct.
lot.
Nice.
So that allows us to get rid of that stuff so that we can start afresh on the other side. We're not bogged down with anything. And we come out, we may need the extra money. Who knows how we're going to live over there? We don't know anything about it. So whatever gold we can put in our pocket right now,
Yeah.
this will just help us with our journey.
How much gold did you say?
160 gold
160
apiece.
apiece.
800
Gotcha.
divided by 5 is 160.
Gotcha.
Alright, so that's done. You leave the blacksmith. He tells you, yeah, give him about a month. He'll have your rings ready. So the group makes the shopping group makes their way to the apothecary. And
What's
then
an apothecary again?
potions.
Kind of like an herbalism shop.
Herbs and
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
So at that point, Albus kind of does his shopping with whatever he needs. Hopefully,
So,
we're getting back. There he is.
Mara is like, she's not exactly sure what a health potion looks like, but she knows she has one from Terrence, and so she's gonna like try really hard to find a few more for her to keep specifically.
Yeah, after that last one, I'm wondering if we should buy a couple of health potions and sell.
Albus, aren't you making one a week?
That's why I'm here. Is I want to make a bunch.
You gave me an herbalist kit, right? Yes?
I gave
Med
you
kit?
a medical kit,
Okay.
a medicine kit. That's
Thank you.
different than herbals.
Yeah.
Those medical kits are going to be more valuable than than health potion, I would think.
Maybe we
anyway.
should all get one just to be safe. We'd still have to roll out of character. We still have to roll a check to stabilize somebody, but it's not having anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we could buy some, and then I'll just buy the herbs, and like maybe on the ship I can make a bunch of little ones just alive.
When you say it's the ferry, how long is the trip to the main?
With that particular ferry to get to the mainland, from what you've been told around town, it probably takes another 2 to 3 days. It's not a long voyage, so to speak, once you go from the island chain over to the mainland.
Okay. Are there any? I guess there's no magic shops of any description on this island either.
No, unfortunately not.
Was there any armor? Was there any armor at the the blacksmith? Did he have any like studded leather armor or anything?
Not that you noticed while you were there. It's actually fairly bare. You can kind of tell that the groups that come through, it almost looks like he probably buys a lot more from people, kind of deconstructs things, there's just not a ton that he's been selling anyway.
Oh, that reminds me. Before I forget, at some point, I assume that Mara has the dread helm. Is that what that's called?
Yes.
And she like wants to offer it to Albus. She's over here and she's like, I think people find me kind of terrifying because I'm all pink. Like, do you want to look terrifying?
You see a short little gnome, no, scout, no face, just red eyes.
I mean, I'd be terrified.
Would do. I'm already there.
Okay, sure. I'll wear it when things get dicey. Okay.
Like it looks like he's wearing a human wearing a 5-gallon bucket on his head.
That's exactly what I pictured it as too.
The shortest hair.
He just looks like he has like the marshmallow, like with the X's cut out and a little smiley face.
Aww.
That's so great. All right, yeah. So
Supposed to be terrifying, not cute.
it's terrifyingly cute. That's right.
Yeah,
Me will find it terrifying.
Cutely
I'm
terrifying.
terrifyingly
Yeah.
cute.
That's true. That's true. Why
Exactly.
two things can be true at once?
Yep. All right.
So at the Baka Fairy, I want to spend about 100 gold, actually about 200 gold coins on herbs.
Okay. Yeah. So you get your $200 worth of herbs. One of the things that you do notice is the quality of herb is a little bit better on this island than what you've been able to get from other places.
Island herb is the best herb.
Island herb is the best herb. Calm down, Cheech.
I am done. I swear I've never actually smoked pot. I don't even like the stuff.
Sorry.
What am I gonna
If you
do
never
with
smoked
you?
it, how do you know you don't like it?
Because I smell it on my little brother, the miscreant.
I plead the fifth.
I can't wait for him to watch. Boy, that's gonna be great. Fun
He doesn't
times.
I will
Ouch.
say, smelling it, the smell is a lot a lot less pleasant than the experience. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Oh my
You-
gosh, Kyle is hilarious when he's high as a kite. Just saying.
Oh my god, people! Look at the name
Mainstream.
Look at my DM screen. What does it say? The Holy
All I
Rollers, not
All I
the
see-
She never
Last I
said
checked, Pot's not a
when.
fan.
not the High
Did anybody-
Rollers. Cheech and
Did anybody
Chong.
ever say that
Which-
pot was not okay?
So when I search for us on YouTube, the High Rollers is what's coming up.
Yes, it
Because
is.
apparently that's some other D&D group.
Yes, it is. So look right there. See it?
Hey,
The
y'all look in
Holy
the
Rollers.
VC's chat in the VC chat. You'll see.
I
how
saw
I
it.
imagine
That was
how
pretty
it's
good.
going.
They are probably playing right now as very proper and prim.
Yeah.
Right?
They're somehow more tame than us.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with you people. I swear, it's go crazy. All right, so
Sorry, Brandon.
no,
You
you're
can't
fine.
take us anywhere.
Right, I cannot take you anywhere. So Albus, you get your supplies, and at this point, you guys go ahead and start making your way back towards the tavern.
So we each got like a what'd you say, a med kit? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yeah.
Something.
So
Yep,
we each
so-
got a med kit.
You can go
Yes.
in your manage inventory and add one.
Yeah.
Type in
Okay.
kit. No, not kit. No, damn it. I can't.
Yeah, that wasn't what I bought you guys. I was buying my own stuff for making potions later on, but I have to actually spend like 8 hours making each potion. If you guys want to buy something separately, you're gonna have to buy something separately.
Yeah.
I was planning on it.
Is it called a healer's kit in the annals?
I think it is.
I thought so. All right, I'm adding just type in kit in your in your manage
So
inventory field.
Oh,
So
Or put heal.
so you guys go ahead and you're finished up. Everyone is heading back towards kind of the tavern inn area, and you kind of notice
Here we go.
quite possibly there might be someone else that's you've seen several times around town now. Maybe as you walked, maybe you saw him in the tavern. So why don't you guys make a perception check?
Okay.
I'll take my passive at 21.
I
You
No
roll.
off.
What do I get?
you should probably roll.
Okay.
14.
Like, I do
16.
get advantage, so
What do I get?
Let's take a look.
19. My 21 still is better.
Let's see. Oh, I made a stealth check. You did a 17 on a no, a 19. Hey, you did a 17 on perception. So we'll take the 19 because I did click the wrong one and they're both a +2. So
Oh, you stepped very carefully into the tavern.
So-
if that
not a single one of you, either passive or just within perception, noticed anything different and or lighter within your group.
Or lighter within
Or
our
lighter.
group.
Yeah.
Oh, you. Yes. Ah.
But we do recognize it. We've seen him several times, right?
Yeah, you would. I think with your scores, you definitely might start recognizing this particular face. Like, granted, you're on an island, so the chances of you running into the same person are pretty high.
Yeah.
But when we see somebody that we kind of recognize like that, so Terrence is a very friendly kind of guy, big friendly paladin kind of guy. Walks up to him and says, "Hi, what's your name?"
Oh boy. Holy himbo strikes again.
And all of you.
Oh, we're in trouble.
You talking to me?
What the?
Huh?
Oh my goodness!
Sneaky, sneaky. Ooh.
Whoa!
No wonder we recognize him.
Oh, hey.
Join.
Yeah, elders meeting, my butt hand.
Nice.
That's actually this Sunday, but still.
Technically not lying.
Technically.
That's true. So, Joffrey, you have been able to kind of circumvent the group quite well. And then all of a sudden, you are just not really bum rushed in a sense of danger, but you just notice here comes this like hulking paladin in this loud armor, just like clank, 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 clank. Hi, who are you?
It's not that loud. It's
I
Mithril.
picture it that loud.
So, why don't you go ahead and introduce your character and what they see?
So the first thing that you will notice is there are extra long pointy ears sticking out of a traditional tricorn leather hat. They are tanned, but the very tips of them are almost a seafoam aqua green. The gentleman turns and you see several things. First, a enormous green handlebar mustache twirled up into this devilish grin. At the same time, a deep, deep blue that you've never seen before that almost seems to shimmer like water is splashing against it, and speckled across this tanned face are what seem to be scales almost, like aqua teal colored scales, just catching the light.
Interesting.
Very.
Dressed in darker leathers, he looks like a seafarer.
So, again, Terrence has looked at you, has asked you what's your name. He says, "You're an interesting looking fellow. Again, what's your name?"
No, I mean, I
God,
could say this.
Terrence.
Oh, I could say the same for you lot. But
"Oh, I am very interesting. My name is Terrence. What's your name again?"
jolly good. My name is Devlin.
Got it.
"Your name is what?"
Devlin.
"Devlin."
I'm never going to bother pronouncing my last name. I doubt any of you can.
No. You have to do it once because I had to listen to it.
He takes a sip from his tankard, kind of pushes himself back. Devlin the Shore here at your service.
"Okay,
What?
Dev."
What?
Devlin the Short?
You can just say Devlin, as I know none of you will be able to pronounce my full name properly regardless.
That
Exactly.
is not a problem. I don't need to pronounce your full name. I just need to know Devlin.
And you are Terrence, if I'm not mistaken.
"Yes, I am." "How did you know my name?"
You
Oh.
just said it to him.
"Oh,
No. Thank you for reminding me, Muriel.
how did he know your name?"
That's a good question.
Did I say that too?
Oh,
You
I'm
didn't
pretty
say
sure.
my name.
Oh, yes, I did, Muriel. Oh, don't worry, Raja didn't give it to me either, nor was it Mara or even wee little Albus.
I'm detecting his thoughts right now.
I'm getting ready to detect a sense of whether he's still awake in a minute.
I lean
No.
forward. I lean forward like this on the table, and I eyeball him, and I say, "I don't like you," and I spear right into his brain.
We'll have this conversation in your room, if you mind. And I'm just going to hop up from the tank and just, without even waiting for them, just go into their room. Go up to their room.
The character, Joffrey, you might want to turn your mic up a little bit.
Wee bit too quiet?
Yes.
A little bit.
Okay. Alrighty.
Which means
There we go.
I'm going to adjust him down if he turns it up.
Alright. I have adjusted up.
Much better.
All right,
So
so
Terrence at this point is intrigued and ready to grab this Devlin by the neck. Because he's not quite sure what to think.
Oh, and he's got a smile, like 1,000 miles, just as he's going up, just like, this is a perfect day to him.
Which to Terrence, he's kind of happy to see somebody smiling, but he's kind of got this feeling of, I almost want to wipe that smile off his face and see what he's like.
He actually
There's something
stops.
about this guy.
You might want to go grab the other lad that was talking with you earlier. This involves him too.
I will put my frustrations into a mind, like a projection, and I'll find Omaris, and I'll like just present in his brain. Hello. I'm sure this is unusual for you. I apologize in advance. We require your assistance at the inn. Please come upstairs to the room as before.
hi, we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Pretty much.
It's not the first
The
time.
parents are
someone's-
following Devlin.
Do you have a moment for our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Imagine.
You know Jehovah.
You are his witness.
Are you a follower of Yeshua?
Okay, we get in the room with Devlin.
I think he took over religion. Can I intimidate him?
You can.
You're welcome to try.
You can certainly try. Yeah.
Terrence doesn't quite know what to do with this
Calm
guy,
down, young man.
so he tries intimidation.
What would be the counter on this one particular?
Omaris,
experiment?
stay out of this.
I got pretty high intimidation, so.
Make your own intimidation check.
I have a +8.
Okay.
Raja's gonna
intimidate us.
Raja's going to join in on this intimidation factor.
I'm just gonna sit back, just enjoying this.
Devlin was going to.
Let Albus
21.
do this.
All right, big boy, calm down. Calm down. Let me make my case first, before we get all stabby punchy like you tend to do.
This would have been the perfect point for Albus to just try intimidation.
Please
You-
try, Albus. Oh, please.
Oh, wait!
With the
I
big
wanna
helmet.
try something. Albus, put the helmet on and roll advantage.
Albus.
Oh, please.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person.
You're gonna cast
He
what?
has to make a wisdom. I'm casting Charm Person. He has to make a Wisdom save of 15 or be charmed.
He sees you doing this. Wait, okay, we're getting off on the wrong foot. Just let me say my piece before things get out of control and things happen that we'll all regret. Before, as he sees you doing this, he's like, okay, just calm down, let me speak.
You have about
Terrence
30
says,
seconds.
You mentioned gold dragons. And how you don't know where gold dragons are.
How did you
And
know
you-
we mentioned gold dragons?
Oh, by the way, where's your egg?
How do you know we have an egg? Wait, what egg?
How tall is Devlin? How
Yeah.
tall is
6'6".
Devlin? Huh?
6'6".
Oh no.
Oh, this
At
guy's
this-
taller than Terrence.
He then produces
moment
the
he
egg
mentions-
out from a bag. You got just note before you smack me upside my head. You really shouldn't leave a gold freaking dragon egg just lying around in your room.
Wait,
Terrence, Terrence is
dimension.
grappling him.
I'm just gonna
Can I
tell
make
you.
a grapple check?
I will
Yeah.
break this egg
I'm
if
just
you do
gonna
it,
be
laddie.
sitting back, leaning on my staff, entertained at the moment.
I will break this egg,
And I will
So
break
Terrence,
you.
and then you'll never find the gold dragons. What
Terrence,
knowledge
I
I
think
have.
I'll do just fine.
Terrence opens up the bag of holding and says, "Could you please put the egg back in here?"
Absolutely. If you're going to be smart and not leave a gold dragon egg out like the other man was saying, lots of people, lots of forces, lots of nasty forces are looking for something like this. And you lot just left it out. How the
Well,
bleeding hell did you kill Aerith?
It was in a bag of holding, you thief.
Who?
No, it wasn't. No
Where
one
was it?
specified that they put it back in the bag of holding.
That's true.
They did not.
There.
Never said we put it back in.
Raja looks at Terrence.
He looks pretty sheepish right now. Just get it in a bag.
He will place it back in the bag.
All right.
Thank you.
Egg makes its way back in. So there was a name, and Raja, you started to question it, which with some of the audio. Devlin asked, "How on
How
earth?"
did you kill Aerith?
And I'm like, who?
Who?
Aerith.
We've killed a lot of
Who's
people. You're going to have to be more specific.
Yeah.
Pirate Captain Aerith Blackwater? Deepwater.
Oh,
How the hell did you kill him?
pretty
With a
easily.
fireball.
Ask Albus. Yeah, ask Albus. It was
Pointed
pretty damn
Albus.
simple. I'll be honest.
I'll
Your
dance some
fries look
flames
pretty
across
good.
that thingy.
Well, he was a bit of an emerald anyway, so no loss.
Well, how do you know this guy?
First things first. You all have made a lot of noise since you came to this island. A lot of noise, and therefore a lot of eyes have been watching you.
I can testify to this.
Now, thankfully for you, you're a small fry compared to the cost and trouble of trying to hunt you down or deal with you, which is why, for the most part, you haven't been hunted down by pirates, let's say, the least of your problems. But
Okay.
eyes have been watching you. In fact, I've been watching you for some time too. I heard about all the trouble you've been making down below.
All the trouble we've been making where?
Down
In
below.
the caves.
We didn't make no trouble. We stopped trouble.
Hey, I'm just the one who's hearing what the vines are saying, and the vines are saying y'all have been stirring up quite a lot of pots. But that is not
And-
my problem. My problem is I hear you're talking about gold dragons, and I, for some reason, have gold dragons on the mind.
Okay.
And you're the first lot to talk about gold dragons in an age, so we need to talk and make a deal.
Uh-huh.
Go
Okay,
on.
talk.
I have a location for gold dragons. Up
Take
here.
us to him.
I have to come with you. I have to lead
Terrence
you.
is pretty blunt. You can come with us. You're gonna take us to them, or please take us to them. I'm trying to work on my diplomacy right now. I'm pretty up.
So you're doing quite well, by the way, considering the hothead you were when you first came in. You're doing fantastic. No sarcasm. You're doing
Terrence?
fantastic. Genuinely.
Terrence, a word?
Terrence are bald right now.
I do have one question though. Where's the wee little blue one?
Terrence is about to take a swing.
Raja puts a hand on on Terrence's shoulder, like, hold on.
While you were listening
Okay.
to Vines, our friend was dying at the hands of that beholder that we stopped. We freed your little island, and we lost a friend in the process, so you would do good. You would do very wise to watch your words.
I mean, no disrespect, Muriel. I was just asking a genuine question.
And I did not say you could have my name. I don't know you. I don't like you. I especially don't like that you know my companions and I by name.
Like I
So
said,
if you want to make friends, this is not the way to do it.
I never said anything about friends. I'm just talking about a business opportunity first and foremost. You need to get to Gold Dragons. This gentleman needs to get to Gold Dragons. You have a Gold Dragon egg. I have the location of Gold Dragons. And there is some very, 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 very nasty things stirring that are going to need all the help we can get for. Savvy?
I got what you're saying. What I want to know is, what side are you going to be on when we get to the Gold Dragons?
Mara looks at Muriel, tries to like do the hand gesture thing, and be like, is he like, I feel like we're gonna get backed up here. Like, what's going on?
Oh, I definitely feel the dagger approaching, but I don't think now is the time. I'll say in your mind.
Okay.
I just picture Mara making
Does she have these
hand butterflies or something, just like making little birds.
Does she have these threats as well?
I was about to ask the same question.
All right.
I don't remember her doing this earlier.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said, you all... Never mind.
I want to know what you said, please.
I have to ask, with this potential business partnership, how amateur are you all? No disrespect meant.
Parents, hold me back.
You made no effort to hide yourselves. Cover your tracks. Anyone with an intent to hunt you down could have done so very easily. And
how would you have hidden on an island of about 400 souls? Pray tell.
Not gone and stirred up a beholder nest.
Do you think
you claim to have been watching us for some time, yet you know our names, but you don't seem to have any other knowledge of us.
The Vines know what the Vines know. Names they know. Your own personal business, it's not like there were active ears next to you. It's just information anyone with a brain could actually get a hold of.
Well, apparently you haven't been watching us too closely, otherwise you would know of our talent.
Alright, Myra kind of looks down at the ground and like mumbles, be like, I was just looking for some poker.
Oh, they say hi, by the way. They said you played a really good hand.
Oh, yay! I want to play with him again sometime.
That's my other question of where the little blue one was, because he was on your shoulder.
Yeah, I know.
His name.
And her like lip quivers a little bit, like, I know.
He drops down and kind of turns around. Why'd you tell me to duck for?
His name was Better Duck.
It's done. You're welcome. You're welcome.
That was like the only thing scripted that I wanted to happen tonight at some point was that. So, thank you for that. You made my night. It was so great.
Okay, look, Devlin.
Yes.
What are you actually offering? Are you going to take us to these gold dragons?
Yes, I have a ship.
And then what will happen when we arrive at the gold dragons? Are you going to seek to kill them, skin them, sell their
No. The sea turtles would kill me.
What?
Sea turtles.
The sea turtles would kill me. See, I owe my life to a sea turtle at present, and they're very adamant that I need to go and find gold dragons.
Parents, can I melt his brain through his nostrils, please?
Do you have fish?
Yes, technically.
Let's find the gold dragons first. Then you melt his brain.
Wait. If you're a fish, how can you breathe air?
Same way you can.
But you're a fish and you breathe water?
Yeah.
Can I roll some kind of check to determine what race he is?
Make a...
Nature?
Yeah, make a nature check.
Terribly confused right now.
I rolled a
300 years of
5.
life. I could probably say what his race is, right?
Wait, say that
Sitting here
again.
thinking of myself that the
I rolled
wood
a
elf would
5.
know.
Well,
You're not
Judging-
even
Quick question.
You're
With how
I
old
don't
my
know.
character is,
I believe
I
him and
would-
think he's a fish.
with how old my character is, I would probably be able to just outright say what his race is, right?
I would probably say with your age and kind of the circle that you would have rolled in, you immediately recognize that he is a Genasi.
Yes. My friends, this is a Genasi. They are
What?
We prefer
They are-
Genasi.
Genasi, yes.
I'm a redneck. I'll call it what I want.
I mean, hey, it's the way it's said is same as. Forget it. I was about to go into an entire different topic right there, but
Wait,
then it's
I've-
fine.
I've heard of these creatures, although I've
More
heard it
specifically,
pronounced
I assume he
Genasi.
is a water Genasi.
I'm pretty sure Terrence would have never heard of this creature.
Yeah,
Of course,
no.
you're not, young man.
Mara's terribly confused as to why he doesn't have a fishbowl on his head.
What is he, SpongeBob
Terrence is wondering
SquarePants?
Sorry,
wondering where you got the term
my accent
fishbowl.
broke.
Huh?
Terrence wants to know where you got the term fishbowl.
I'm sorry, that went way over my head. I don't. Sorry.
But to circle back around to your initial question, Muriel, and by proxy, everyone, when we actually get to the gold dragons, well, I guess we'll all see what happens. You're trying to find the gold dragons for your reasons. I had to find gold dragons because it's literally an impulse burning in my brain saying, find gold dragons. And this gentleman here is trying to find gold dragons for, what did you say your reasons were?
Don't worry about it.
Now, I'm also intrigued. What are your reasons?
So I am
War's
going
coming.
to. So Terrence is going to speak up and say, I am not going to help anybody find the gold dragons if there's any ill intent. So if there's any ill intent, this is done right now.
I
You
have a
can
way
give-
around that.
Hey, give me your holy symbol. I'll
No,
swear
he's
on.
not giving you. Don't give him your priceless holy symbol.
He can't do anything against my holy symbol.
He
I
could
think.
steal it, Terrence.
What
If
is
it will
a
make you
Bible?
feel, if it makes you feel any better, I will swear an oath by your God Jehovah.
Okay.
Wait, time out. Does that, like, is that even, like, valid? Does
Does that
he,
even
like-
count?
Yeah, does that really even count? Like,
That's
No,
like
technically
he's
not,
very-
but however, you don't mess with the divine. Don't mess with the divine when dragons are involved.
I must say he's got a point there.
Make
saying I
a...
probably wouldn't make a swear on a god that I didn't, like, follow. I'm just throwing it out there.
Someone have Devlin make a persuasion check.
That's fair.
While he's
That's
doing
a
that,
17.
So yeah, I would say with the 17 that he's on the up and up about this swear. You know, whether it's
Okay.
swearing on a holy symbol or swearing on swearing to the god. That I think with the 17 you can take him at his word.
all right. So Devlin, you swear to Jehovah that you have no ill intent against the gold dragons.
None at
And
all.
We'll help. We'll go
Absolutely. We're all going to
Parents-
find out why we need gold dragons
What,
once we
Muriel?
find them.
We have something
What,
better than
Muriel?
that. It's called Zone of Truth and Detect Thoughts. In fact, I
Ooh,
suggest
burn a spell slot! Burn a spell slot! Come on!
with you.
As fun as this all
my
is, my
God.
friends, I suggest we get moving before something or someone comes looking for that egg.
Perfect. Do you all want to stay a night or do you want to leave right now?
can we leave right now with your boat?
I said I have a ship.
You have a ship.
I have a ship.
You the one out of here.
So
We
that's what I'm
need to get
asking.
there. So I say we go now. We're set. Let's go.
Perfect. You said you were going to sleep under a tree anyway, so you're all good? Got your stuff?
Yes, I have my things.
Perfect. Meet me downstairs in 5 minutes. Ciao!
Before we
I
board
check
the
my
boat,
pockets.
no one has
Don't
afraid of
worry, I
snakes,
won't
are
rob you. Yet.
they? Before we all head off to the boat, I must ask.
Mara's
None of
immediately
you are
worried
afraid of
about the
snakes,
boat.
are you?
No, I'm not afraid of snakes.
All right. As long as no one is afraid of snakes, that's good.
Do you have a snake?
Mara, you're not afraid.
Well, I got to
Sorry.
say, a
I
staff
have
is
to
not.
ask.
If you must know,
Hold on,
it's the
is Mara
staff.
afraid of snakes?
Oh, who'd we lose?
Jesse.
Who'd we lose?
I would like to.
Mara might be afraid of snakes. Yes, but she's never gonna admit that.
All right. Well, when Mara asked the question, I'd like to turn my my staff of the python into its snake form.
Okay.
It's a little
Mara-
easier to have him follow me around than actually carry him.
Yeah. So you watch as he
Mara
basically
runs downstairs,
a la
runs away.
story of Moses and the Pharaoh, drops his staff on the ground, and bam, here comes Snake that just kind of popped his little head up, kind of nods at everybody, and then just follows Amaris right out the door. Yes, that's right. The snake nodded at all of you.
Like, wow,
This snake understands common.
What's his name?
This question.
His name is
going to be of biblical proportion.
His name is Tony.
Are you
Howdy.
really gonna trust a guy who can turn staffs into snakes?
You're gonna trust a man that can breathe out and out of water, so
I wasn't planning on trusting you at all, good sir.
smart. You'll get far in life, kid.
Thanks.
All right, so as the group gathers their things and begins to make their way downstairs, meets with Devlin. You make your way outside. You head towards the docks.
Devlin will produce his rolled up sealed parchment and approach would it be a dock master or someone who's kind of the overseer for the dock?
Yes, yeah. So it would be a dock master, which his office sits right at the dock. So not hard to miss. Signs, decoration, paraphernalia, what have you. Pretty obvious where you're going.
Very well.
All right.
Good afternoon.
Ah, well, hello.
I got the paperwork where the ship on the end of the dock is mine, and this is the paperwork stating that we are clear and good to go.
All right. So he pulls out this paper, studies it for a moment. I'm actually gonna have him make an investigation check against it, just to make sure it's on the up and up. I think you rolled deception as well, which you did. Yeah.
I bet it's not.
He looks at it and, well, it seems everything's in order here. Rolls it back up, hands it over, and says, "Farewell. Off you go then."
All right, thank you so much. Have a great day. He'll tip a gold. Keep doing a wonderful job.
Oh, thank you, kindly, sir.
Right, my boat's this way.
All right,
Get on the boat.
making your way.
Making your way down. I'm a seagull.
Are we on the boat now?
You've now made your way down the dock.
For the record, Tony is still just a snake at the moment.
I love it so much, so
Tony
much.
Python.
Mara is going to
Tony
be
Oh, I
as far
should
away
have named
from
it
that snake
Monty.
as possible.
Oh no, should have named it Monty.
You
Dang
should
it.
have.
Well,
That's on
too
you.
late.
Yeah.
Demerit.
Just so everybody knows,
Exactly.
out of character, just so everybody knows, he did this because I'm deathly afraid of snakes.
No, I didn't even choose the weapon. That was just given to
He
me.
did not choose the weapon. That was me.
I didn't choose anything for this character. It was just given to me.
Okay.
Yeah. So, out
Never
of,
tell the DM your secrets, but Dennis.
that's right. Yeah. Wait till Mara
Oh, trust
sees
me.
the bigger spiders. No, I'm kidding.
If it was my choice, I would have had a much more annoying character.
Right?
Are we sure we can trust these people?
No,
They've
we
got
aren't.
scary animals,
All right.
and I can't
They-
swim, so this is like a lot of trust on my end, y'all.
I mean, all you gotta do is say please.
So as you
Let's go crawl in a cannon, Mara.
so you make your way all the way down the dock to the gangplank, and Devlin, why don't you describe what your boat looks like for the group?
It's not a massive ship. I mean, it's not a galleon. It's a sloop. So definitely, it's more on the smaller side, but still, it's seaworthy. It definitely looks like the type of ship that a single person would have, but it looks really good. It doesn't look dingy. It doesn't look beat up. It looks surprisingly well kept, almost brand new.
Got it.
Terrence looks at the ship and looks at
The
Devlin
name
and
of the
says,
ship.
I know many sailors like to name their boats. What's the name of this boat? It has a name.
Don't you know? They get their name when they completed their first voyage. And this here's the maiden voyage, so when we get to land, we'll have a proper name for her.
I see.
"Oh, I got a name for her, Devlin."
The stealth check.
Disaster.
Cluster.
Can we board her now?
Believe me, I have served on worse named ships. Have you ever heard of the Broken Soul?
Nope.
Should we?
Make
No,
it,
I went.
To be fair, I did ride on one boat. It was a small little thing, smaller than this one actually, called the Invincible 2.
What happened to the Invincible One?
That's what I asked the captain. He refused to answer. It was quite the tale, I must say, though. The ship ended up sinking the moment we got to shore.
You'll have to tell me the
Would that be
captain's
a
name.
history check? Brandon, I rolled a
I'll bet
15
on
on a
you.
history check.
probably not. You probably wouldn't have heard much about the ship.
You have got
Mara
so
has
much crap.
absolutely no.
Mara doesn't even really understand what a ship is. With
I'm
a
still
3.
trying to figure out the whole fishbowl thing.
Don't worry, I'll prove it. Once we get into the ocean, I'll prove. You can put a
Terrence
fishbowl
looks
on my
over
head.
That does not comfort me at all.
So Terrence looks over at Devlin. So what kind of fishing equipment do you got on here?
All of my personal stuff, unless you brought something with you. Again,
Nope, didn't bring anything with me. That's why I was asking what you had.
I have my fishing stuff.
Would you be willing to share it?
If you're willing to pull your own weight. Which, by the way, since we're on my boat, we are going to have to be divvying up chores. I am the captain of this ship. I am not going to abuse my power, but just know we're on my domain. The ocean is a fickle mistress. If I say jump, you jump. If I say tie down the mast, you tie down the mast. If I say, oh crap, we're going to die, just jump off the boat, because it already is.
Mara is increasingly more uncomfortable.
I put a hand on your shoulder.
I am not jumping.
That goes
Full
double
weight.
for Raja.
I mean, hey,
Go down with the
45
ship.
pounds of metal.
Right?
personally, I'd have no problem with that.
Perfect. So, give me 2 minutes, and we'll have our bearing. He'll go up to the map. He'll go up to the wheel, and in his head, okay, Gander. North, south, east, or west? In his head.
So, in your head, you hear, "Go to the northwest."
Set sail! Northwest we go!
And
Hoist the anchor!
that
Is he
is
based on Jack Sparrow?
that is
Like-
where we will end tonight's session.
Nay, bring me the horizon.
Looks over at Muriel.
Oh, I love it.
Muriel and says, Muriel, buckle up, Buttercup. We're in for a journey.
Yeah. Well, hey, before we finish off, if you joined us on the stream tonight, thank you so much. Definitely appreciate you watching. I will try to have the video out for everybody to watch. Hopefully tomorrow. I'll start processing tonight. We'll see how far it gets. Again, thank you. Have a blessed week. If you'd like to leave us some comments either on Twitch or YouTube, please do so. You can find the links to our Facebook page. Come join the group. Get kind of behind the scenes look at some journal entries from the characters, and with that, we will see everyone next week. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I
Farewell.